Hi, Aries, and welcome to your November 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about your month ahead. In this reading, I will be putting together some intuitive messages for you with a week-to-week tarot forecast and an extended reading on Patreon. I hope you're all doing really well. Let's get into your reading. Okay, something is done or ending for you in the month of November, Aries. We have a really potent eclipse happening on November 8th. We've just come from a solar eclipse on October 25th, of course, then a lunar eclipse on November 8th. And I feel that for you, these eclipses are not as symbolic as the other signs. It's very physical. So there's a very perceptible change and a very perceptible difference coming in for you this month. A major wake-up call coming in for some of you, as well as some really strong supporters, some really strong advocates as well. I feel that you are starting to grow in the well wishes of other people is what I'm getting in. It's like people are wishing you well. And one of the major spiritual challenges that Aries was going through over the last few years was actually dealing with the opposite of that, like having people who were maybe like against some of your goals, or even having like sabotage from other people. And that seems to be ending with these eclipses. It seems that you have kind of crossed out of that paradigm and are now moving into a much more supportive place, if you would like that. I feel that Scorpio season for you in 2022 is a really nice opportunity to think about the changes that you've made and how you want to move forward with the new worlds that have come in recently. You have the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Star reversed, and the Emperor reversed coming in as major arcana. A lot of major arcana for you this month. 3 of them are in reverse, which means that the universal energy that is coming in for you is coming in a different way, and you are seeing the other side of some of the choices you've made. So like you're getting a lot of time in certain places that you've chosen for yourself, and now you have to look at them differently and see them from a different point of view. I feel that the Judgment card really stands out because since the other 3 are in reverse, it's pointing to the one that is upright, which is the Judgment card. So making a judgment on something, coming to a singular mind, having that wake-up call, something that deals with rising from the ashes and feeling as if a better option or a better chain of events is now available. You could have a major aha moment, especially in that first week of November. And this will stretch for the most of November, okay? Also, I feel that you have to really look at authenticity this month as well, and themes of honesty and authenticity. Do you want to be where you're showing up? Are you feeling that the things that you once wanted so badly still accurately represent the momentum that you need in your life? Also, do you feel that the efforts that you're making or the things that you're putting a lot of your time to are yielding adequate results? So for example, if you have to really like suffer to get a job done, or if you have to like really try really hard for something, does it yield that result? Really pay attention to things that you have to push so hard for that yield a small result, and understand why that's still happening. And also, it's a big challenge for all of us in November, like the people who cannot adapt to new lifestyles, to new ways of doing things that have a long-running momentum in their lives. It's hard in November. We have the fading Saturn-Uranus square, and it's making a T-square with this Scorpio season. So for a lot of people, they're at their wits' end, or they're at their last time in a certain frustrating or conflicting experience of their life. So being in a job that you don't like, being in a relationship that you don't like. Try to ask yourself why you're sustaining things that you don't like. Do you not trust your momentum on the other side of it? Do you not believe that there's another opportunity that would come to you? We really start to see just how empowered we truly have allowed ourselves to be at a psychic level, at a level of psyche. When we see that we're putting a lot of time into things that we don't believe in, okay, or things that we don't like ourselves doing, that's going to be an important thing for you this month. Also, there's a need for more stillness, or there's a need to feel stronger in stillness, or to not feel like you have to affect, manipulate, or change things so directly. So I understand it's a little bit of a balance, right? Like it's hard knowing that this is such a changing time, yet also trusting in the natural changes and trusting in the way that things are set up for you without having to intervene. I feel like intervention is really harsh right now, and I also feel like pretty much anything that we have to push really hard to make happen is inauspicious. So we want to understand how things can be more effortless and how things can be more easy. Okay. Contrarily, try to not get freaked out about things that are effortless in your life. Okay, so especially when you think, wow, this is too easy, I'm getting paid too much for something that's too easy, stuff like that is actually good here. So you want to be allowing yourself to have ease with the trust that your growing momentum of self will kind of alchemize the experiences that you need, and then create a better foundation for you to inject effort into over time. Okay, let's talk about your week to week Aries week number 1, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, rooted down by the Judgment card. There's a change in fortune here. There's not for the worse. I actually feel that you have a very positive change in fortune. Again, it feels like moving from a phase of life where you had like more people at odds with you and then moving into a time of greater support. I think that you are much more focused on what feels abundant, what feels auspicious, what feels nice, in a way that is not like laziness or not, leading you to decondition or lose some of the sharpness or precision that you've developed. Basically, Aries, you should have a feeling. I don't know if any of you are like runners. I know a lot of Aries people are runners. It's like you start to enjoy it, and that feeling of endurance, that feeling of pushing past your limits is enjoyable. That's the feeling that we want when we're pushing ourselves. That's the feeling that we want when we're pushing the limit. And then I think that you will all also know the feeling of like when you're pushing your limits or when you're pushing things too hard and it's not a nice feeling like that, or it's like actually almost an abuse of the soul. Okay. So we have to be able to differentiate here between what is a positive pushing of the limits and what is a negative pushing of the limits, and be able to, move more into that positive space. And for some people, I think I was mentioning this even in Pisces reading as well. It was like, you got to kind of make your Venn diagram here and understand what is a positive and negative surpassing of limits, and start to divest from those negative limit passings, because we have major, I don't want to say major, just like really profound consequences, I think, for continuing to push or bang our head against a brick wall when we don't have to do that, And in the first week, I think that will come to a head for you, or you'll see like, wow, this is the truth. Or you might even be told a secret, sometimes with the Judgment card coming up with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like learning of a secret, or learning even of like a secret way or a secret method to, really working with your energy. I think it's a very supported time for meditation or any kind of energetic development as well. As the momentum of your life is shifting with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, you can kind of feel the way that energy is working differently in your life, and there's a lot to learn there as well. Week number 2, the Four of Pentacles, rooted down by the Nine of Cups. Those are very similar cards, aren't they? You can see the body language is very similar. Both of those show a person sitting with their arms either crossed or wrapped around something, and behind them is a similar type of situation. Okay, so it's kind of like a gatekeeper energy. You might feel like someone is standing in front of a gate, or you don't have like the right password, or you don't really know how to get past a certain level. Some of you are feeling like a glass ceiling during this time, or you could even be in that place. Other people could be coming to you to gain entry into a certain field or into a certain place. And I think that I like that more for you. Where do you see yourself evoking that kind of energy where basically you have like a lot of people coming to you and, kind of trying to level with you, or even gain access to something that you have expertise in. There's more of an expert kind of vibe coming in for Aries. Also, it's a very good luck for money combination there. The Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is luck. Four of Pentacles has to do with savings and the foundation, the material foundation that you're sitting on. So some of you might have a solid enough material foundation to no longer have to push so hard for a material result, and that might actually be the most empowering thing for you here. Week number 3, you have the Seven of Pentacles rooted down by the Star reversed. Okay, so it's a similar energy. Again, there's this stillness, there's this ease, there's this reflective kind of overseeing energy throughout the entire month so far. So you might be examining what you have been able to amass or what you have been able to create in your life. There's a feeling, again, yes, as Jupiter went retrograde and went back into Pisces, it went just on October 28th from your sign back into Pisces, and will be coming back. There's a feeling of like, okay, what did that first run of Jupiter in my sign yield to me? This could be relationships, this could be jobs, this could be anything. You need to understand what all was there for you and what all you were given, or also the different options, the different gateways, the different doors that were there. And it can be difficult to actually have this many options or to be so prolific with your creative capacity. And that's when the Star reversed comes in. It's like, okay, how do I choose? What is the opportunity cost of making choices like these? And also really consider anything that has had you in a mask, or anything that has had you expressing your identity in a way that's not authentic. The Star reversed can be like having to hide, or having to be someone that you're not, having to speak in a way that's not natural. It can also just mean dehydration as well. So make sure you're getting hydrated, make sure your diet is alkaline. The Star is about health, so you want to take a look at your health then as well. Week number 4, the Emperor reversed, rooted down by the Six of Wands. Okay, so by the time you get to the end of November and you come into Sagittarius season, you're on some type of upward trajectory again, like you're climbing another mountain, and you have to like really take the ego out of it and just proceed through it. You're going to get compliments, I think, during this time. You're going to get accolades, but this is quite contingent on you not seeming like you need that, or not having that as your purpose. The Emperor reversed is about being obsessed with authority, and also maybe losing control as well. So someone around you could have had an ego attack or something. You could be dealing with a very egotistical person, or you could be having an ego struggle yourself as well. When I'm thinking about this from like the actual perspective of Aries, I feel like people might be testing your sense of ego. Watch out for provocation during the 4th week. Watch out for people just pushing your buttons to try to get you to respond, or to get you to anger or something, so they can be like, haha, I told you that person's like really angry, and stuff like that. You want to take the high road, okay, with the Six of Wands. You want to fly above that, and it's hard during Scorpio and Sagittarius season sometimes to do that, as we have 2 eclipses, and there can be this like edge that people get pushed over in November. Try to not be that person, Aries. Try to conquer your fear of not being able to express to certain people, and try to also find new healthy ways of channeling that energy, and healthy ways of getting it out, such as running, such as anything athletic, or any type of energetic healing, so that it's not coming out, without your control or without your want. I think that this is a really incredible month for you all, but it is challenging because it's requiring you to adapt to a certain change in momentum. And it's also asking you to reassess the authenticity of your expression right now, and to also not take the bait for someone who might be provoking you or controlling you through provocation. Okay? Rather taking the more noble, more still, or more, just more noble path. Because 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, all of those are very kind of like stoic energies. So I think I do like stoicism for you right now. Anyway, Aries, let's talk more about it in your extended reading. I'm going to get a central theme, 2 supporting themes, and a significator card, and we'll look at this spread at a higher level. I hope you enjoyed this general reading. Be sure to share it with another Aries and hit the like button below, as that helps to support the channel. And if you want the extended, that will be linked below. Let's go do that now. Much love, Aries. Bye.